All right, so today we are going deep into chakras and emotional energy. I'm actually really curious to learn more about this myself.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's ancient knowledge that has been passed down for centuries in India, and now it's becoming more and more popular.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of people are really interested in the connection between their mind, body, and emotions. So let's start with a quick recap for our listeners. We have these 7 main energy centers in our body. They're called chakras, and they run all along your spine.
Yeah, and they all vibrate at different frequencies. Each chakra is connected to specific emotions, organs, and even aspects of your personality.
It's wild. It's like a whole energetic map of our well-being. So can you explain how the state of our chakras actually influences how we feel?
Well, they can be either open and balanced or blocked and sluggish, and
Yeah.
that can really affect how we experience the world.
Okay, so where do our emotions come into play with all of this?
Well, that's where the concept of emotional frequency comes in. Our emotions actually carry a certain vibrational energy, just like sound waves. Positive emotions like joy and love have higher frequencies, while negative emotions like fear and anger vibrate at a lower frequency.
I can totally feel that in my body.
Yeah,
When I'm joyful, it feels completely different than when I'm stressed out.
exactly. And the key takeaway here is that these emotional frequencies can directly impact the energy flow of our chakras. So if you're constantly experiencing negativity, those low frequency emotions can create blockages in your chakras.
Oh, so it throws your whole system off balance.
Yep.
So then you experience more negativity.
It's like a domino effect. Negative emotions lead to blocked chakras, which then manifest as even more negativity, anxiety, or even physical issues.
Wow. Okay, so how do we avoid that?
Well, the good news is that we have the power to shift our emotional frequency and clear those blockages.
Okay, that's good. But before we get into how to do that, can we quickly walk through each chakra so everyone is on the same page?
Sure.
Let's start at the base with the root chakra. What's its deal?
So the root chakra is visualized as red. It's at the base of the spine. And it's all about feeling grounded and secure. Think basic survival needs, like feeling safe and stable in the world. When it's balanced, you feel rooted, confident, and able to handle life's challenges.
But if it's blocked, you don't feel that way.
Yeah, when it's blocked, people might feel insecure, fearful, or even have physical issues related to the lower body.
Interesting. Okay, moving up. What about the sacral chakra? That one's all about creativity and passion, right?
Yeah, it's visualized as orange. It's located in the lower abdomen, and it's about our connection to pleasure, sensuality, and creative expression. When it's open and balanced, we feel joyful, passionate, and in touch with our emotions.
So what happens if it gets out of whack?
You might experience emotional blocks, difficulty connecting with your feelings, or even a lack of creative inspiration.
It could affect your relationships too.
Yeah, it can impact relationships and intimacy.
Okay, making a note to keep that sacral chakra happy. What's next?
The solar plexus chakra. It's around the stomach area, and it's bright yellow. This one's the powerhouse of personal power, willpower, and self-esteem. It's that gut feeling that tells you who you are and what you want.
So if you're confident and have your life together, then your solar plexus chakra is strong.
Most likely. But if it's blocked, you might feel insecure, indecisive, or struggle with setting boundaries. It can also manifest as digestive issues because this chakra governs that area.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the heart chakra.
Okay, so the heart chakra is a beautiful green. It's in the center of your chest. It's all about love, compassion, and connection. Opening your heart to yourself and others, experiencing empathy and forgiveness.
It's essential for healthy relationships. But what if it's blocked?
You might find it difficult to give and receive love, or struggle with forgiveness. It can even lead to feelings of loneliness and isolation.
Definitely don't want that.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on to the throat chakra, the center of communication.
Yes, this one is visualized as a vibrant blue at the throat, and it governs our ability to express ourselves authentically and speak our truth. It's about clear communication, listening with an open mind, and having the courage to speak your heart.
So if you're holding back your true feelings or struggling to communicate effectively, could that be a sign of a blocked throat chakra?
It's definitely possible. It can also manifest as shyness, fear of speaking up, or difficulty expressing your needs and desires.
Or even a sore throat?
Yeah, it can lead to physical issues like sore throats or thyroid problems.
Okay, now on to some of the more mysterious ones. Tell me about the third eye chakra.
So the third eye chakra is indigo blue. It's located in the center of the forehead, and it's your intuitive center. It's about insight, imagination, and connecting to your inner wisdom.
So if my intuition is really strong, then that means my third eye is wide open.
It could be, When it's balanced, you trust your gut feelings, have a strong sense of intuition, and can even experience vivid dreams and visions.
What happens when it's blocked?
You might feel disconnected from your intuition, struggle to focus, or even experience headaches. It can also lead to a sense of confusion and lack of direction in life.
Okay, and last but not least, the crown chakra. This one is all about spirituality, right?
Yes, the crown chakra represents our connection to the divine, our higher self, and a sense of oneness with the universe. It's visualized as violet or white light at the crown of the head. It's about feeling a sense of purpose and understanding our place in the grand scheme of things.
So if someone is really peaceful and connected to something bigger than themselves, they probably have a strong crown chakra.
Exactly. But when it's blocked, you might feel lost, confused, or lack a sense of purpose in life. It can also lead to a feeling of disconnection from your spirituality.
Wow, what a journey. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground, but I'm really interested to hear more about how we can actually use our emotional frequency to tap into these energy centers for better mental health.
Yeah, let's explore how we can raise our emotional frequency and clear those chakra blockages to create a more balanced and fulfilling life. Okay, so let's get practical. Now that we've mapped out all the chakras, we've established that our emotions vibrate at different frequencies, and those vibrations can influence our chakras, which affects our mental well-being. So how do we actually shift those emotional frequencies to create a more positive and balanced state?
Yeah, that's the big question. I'm ready for some actionable techniques.
It all starts with awareness. You need to tune in to how you're feeling throughout the day, without judgment. We often try to suppress or ignore unpleasant emotions, but that only creates more blockage.
So you're saying we should acknowledge them instead of pushing them away.
Exactly. Those emotions are trying to tell you something. They're signals. By acknowledging and allowing them, you can begin to understand their message and release their grip on you.
Okay, that makes sense. But what about those really intense emotions like anger or grief? How do we handle those without getting completely overwhelmed?
Journaling can be really powerful. When you put your feelings into words, it helps you process them without judgment.
I've tried journaling before, but I haven't been very consistent.
You should give it another try. It can even reveal patterns or insights you might not have noticed otherwise. Talking it out with someone you trust can also be incredibly helpful.
Yeah, like a friend or a therapist.
Yeah, or even a support group. Simply voicing your feelings can release some of that intensity.
For sure, I always feel so much lighter after venting to a friend who really listens.
Yeah.
Are there any practices that can help us shift our emotional frequency on like an energetic level?
Absolutely. Meditation, breath work, and even certain types of music can directly impact your vibrational state.
So it calms your mind.
Meditation helps to calm the mind. It reduces stress hormones and creates a sense of inner peace, which naturally raises your emotional frequency.
What about sound healing? I've heard that certain frequencies of sound can influence brainwave activity.
Yes, different frequencies can stimulate different areas of the brain. It can promote relaxation, creativity, or even pain relief.
That's cool. What about movement? I always feel better after I exercise.
Physical activity is a great way to release pent-up energy and emotions, whether it's dancing, running, yoga, or simply going for a walk in nature. Moving your body can shift your energy and improve your mood.
I love that. So we're basically clearing the path for those chakras to spin freely.
Exactly.
Okay, so it sounds like consistency is key with all of this.
It's not about doing these practices perfectly or all at once. It's about incorporating them into your life in a way that feels sustainable and enjoyable.
I like that. Okay, so we've talked about raising our emotional frequency in general, but I'm curious about how we can specifically work with each chakra to address specific issues or enhance certain aspects of our well-being.
Sure. Let's start with the root chakra. If you're feeling ungrounded or insecure, grounding techniques are really important. Spending time in nature, walking barefoot on the earth, or even visualizing roots growing from your feet into the ground can help you feel more rooted and stable.
What about eating?
Eating nourishing foods can also support the root chakra, especially root vegetables.
That makes sense. What about the sacral chakra? How can we boost creativity and joy?
Anything that brings you pleasure and allows you to express yourself creatively can benefit the sacral chakra. Dancing, painting, listening to music, or spending time near water can all help to activate this energy center.
And the color orange.
You can also try incorporating the color orange into your environment, like wearing orange clothing or even eating orange-colored food.
What about the solar plexus chakra? How can we build confidence and strengthen our willpower?
The solar plexus chakra is all about taking action and stepping into your power. Setting clear boundaries, speaking your truth, and taking on challenges that push you outside your comfort zone can all help to strengthen this chakra. You can also visualize a bright yellow sun in your solar plexus to boost your confidence and willpower.
I like that. Now, what about the heart chakra?
The heart chakra thrives on connection, forgiveness, and self-love. Practicing gratitude, spending time with loved ones, engaging in acts of kindness, and forgiving yourself and others can all help to open and heal the heart chakra.
And green.
You can also visualize a green light radiating from your heart center, enveloping yourself and others in love and compassion.
Okay, what about the throat chakra? How can we improve our communication?
The throat chakra is all about speaking your truth with clarity and confidence. Singing, chanting, journaling, and public speaking can all help to strengthen this chakra. Paying attention to your voice and how you use it is also important. Make sure you're speaking from a place of authenticity and respect.
Okay, and what about the third eye and crown chakras? How can we tap into those?
Meditation is key for both. Visualizations, guided meditations, and spending time in quiet contemplation can help to open these energy centers and connect you to your inner wisdom and spiritual guidance.
Crystals.
For the third eye chakra, you can also try working with crystals like amethyst or lapis lazuli. They enhance intuition and psychic abilities.
What about the crown chakra?
For the crown chakra, spending time in nature, connecting with your spiritual beliefs, and practicing gratitude can help to open and balance this energy center.
This is great. It sounds like we have so much power to influence our own energy and well-being through these practices.
We do. Remember that working with the chakras is a journey, not a destination. Be patient with yourself, experiment with different practices, and see what resonates with you.
That's a great reminder. Okay, so we've talked about individual well-being, but I'm curious about how our chakras interact with other people's energy. How does that play a role in our relationships?
It's a huge factor. Just like our emotional frequencies can impact our own chakras, our chakras can resonate or clash with the energy fields of others.
I was right.
Yeah, think of it like tuning forks. When two tuning forks vibrate at the same frequency, they create a harmonious sound. But if the frequencies are different, you hear a dissonance.
So you're saying we can sense other people's chakra energy?
Exactly. Have you ever met someone and instantly felt a sense of connection?
Yeah, like you've known them forever.
Right. Or maybe you felt repelled or on edge for no apparent reason. That could be your chakras interacting with theirs.
Oh, wow. I've definitely experienced both of those. So how can we actually use this information to better navigate our relationships?
Well, if you're feeling drained or depleted after spending time with someone, it might be a sign that your energy fields aren't aligning.
So it's not a good match.
It doesn't necessarily mean the other person is bad or that you need to cut them out of your life, but it's a cue to be mindful of your energy and set healthy boundaries.
That's good advice. So instead of blaming or judging, we could just look at it as an energetic dynamic that we can learn to manage.
Exactly. And sometimes simply being aware of these dynamics can help us shift our own energy or approach the interaction differently.
Okay, that's helpful. Is there anything else about chakras and relationships that we should know?
Let me think. Well, there's the concept of chakra polarities in men and women.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
So traditionally, each chakra is believed to have a different polarity depending on gender.
Can you give an example?
Sure. The root chakra is considered expressive in men and receptive in women, while the heart chakra is receptive in men and expressive in women.
Interesting. So men and women naturally approach relationships from different energetic perspectives.
Yes, and understanding this can help us appreciate those inherent differences, rather than viewing them as points of conflict.
I like that.
It's about recognizing the unique strengths and perspectives that each gender brings to the relationship.
This has been so insightful. I feel like I understand myself and my relationships so much better now.
That's great to hear. And remember, this is just the beginning. There's so much more to learn about chakras and their impact on our lives.
That's exciting. So as we wrap up this deep dive, is there a final thought you'd like to leave our listeners with?
I would say remember that you have the power to shift your energy and create a more balanced and fulfilling life. Start by paying attention to your emotions and exploring the practices we've discussed. Be curious, be patient, and most importantly, be kind to yourself.